And now for the part 2, the tapestry part of my pumpkin design. So we are now at the jack-o'-lantern mouth. So if we're not doing just 2 colors, an AB color, we are adding a 3rd color, which is the black. And the black is going to happen during the A color row, which is what I've been using as cream, which means I'm going to be doing some double crochets, some single crochets, then I'm going to switch colors to black. And the way to do this is to, actually there's a couple ways to do this. There's messy ways, but this way I think is actually much neater. It is a little bit of a yarn eater, by the way. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch colors the stitch before that black starts. So this last cream color stitch here, I'm making a little mark, and I'm going to do one little mark at the last of the black stitches. I'm, of course, working right to left. You don't have to mark your graph, by the way. You could use highlighters, or you can just, I usually just see it and I just do it without marking. But I'm just trying to show you what we're doing for the video. So you're going to work with actually 2 strands at once is how this works. And yes, it is a bit awkward, especially for this border stitch knot. It doesn't want to cooperate. It's kind of thick and yeah, see, yeah. Come on, you can do it. Just for that first single crochet for the border stitch, you're going to use both strands. Then you're going to drop the black one, or whatever one you're not going to use to start your row. We're doing cream. So I'm going to just use the cream for that second single crochet, but again in that same stitch. This is our border stitch still. And there we go. Now I'm ready to go. All right. Now the black is going to, get those ends out of the way. The black is just going to float along the back when we're doing double crochets, and we'll take care of that next row. Anytime you have an opportunity to single crochet over a piece of carried yarn, you're going to do it. So we're going to do our 8 double crochets first of all, and that black yarn is just going to hang off the back for a moment, and then we'll do our 6 single crochets and switch colors. By the way, I'm using a 5mm hook for this, and that's a little bit of a bigger hook that I would normally use because I'm kind of a loose crocheter. So if this looks a little loose to you, it's just because for demonstration purposes it was an easier hook to use for this video. So we're doing our double crochets in front loop only of the row drop below the main row, or the row that matches our color we're using. This should be 8 double crochets. What is that, like 6, 7? I lost count because I'm talking. All right, now we're going to do our single crochets. And see, I don't want to pull too hard on that because I don't want my tension to be too crazy there. I want to kind of relax. But now I am going to lay that black yarn over where my single crochets are, and I'm going to have 6 I'm going to do. See how I laid that over, and I'm just crocheting right over it. That's what you do. Anytime you can single crochet over a piece of carried yarn, you're going to do it. So 6 stitches, but on the 6th stitch is what I'm going to change my yarn on before I start doing the black. So is that 4? Get that little tug, that might be 5. Okay. Yeah, here's my 6th stitch. Now I'm going to switch to black. I want this to start white, but I'm going to end it black. So you start your stitch with one color and you end it with the other. That's going to let your yarn start in the right place, your new color. And yes, you're going to have to kind of tug and play that tension. Now you're going to do the reverse. You're just going to single crochet over the cream now. See? Don't worry about if it's not laying flat or not. You're going to fix this in a second. There's my 11 stitches. Now, I'm going to give this a little tug. Not the black, Julie. Tug the, yeah, not the black. There you go. Tug the cream. See? Oop, I straighten it out a little bit. And you can kind of just make sure everything's not too tight, not too loose there. All right, now that was my last black stitch. I'm about to do my last black stitch, so I'm going to switch back to cream. Start it with the black and drop that, finish it with the cream. And voila, I am now back onto the cream. So I've got 6 single crochets. I'm going to go ahead and do that again over the black, and I'll fix that tension. I'll pull that black yarn a little tighter once I finish my single crochets here. Give that a little tug. There we go. And now I've got my double crochets, and the black is just hanging off the back. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to finish our row here. All right, now again I'm going to kind of lay it across the back and not pull too tight. Don't want it too loose. It's very Goldilocks tension here. And I'm going to again pick up both strands to finish my knot with. I'm going to go under those loops. Again, awkward, trying to pull 2 pieces of yarn through with this hook. Make sure that's okay. Yep, that's perfectly fine. Just want to make sure. And whoops, come on. And then again, clip it. And pull it through. And that is how you do tapestry. Well, next row, I'll show you how to cover this floating black now we have in the beginning and the end. So here we go. We are switching to our B color, which is orange. And I've got some both double crochets and single crochets in there. But again, anytime you see some yarn like this, what I call floating yarn or yarn being carried over, and you have a single crochet going on, you take advantage of it and you single crochet over it so it gets hidden. One more time with this. Border stitch. There we go. I'm doing, 8 single crochets, and I'm going right over that black. If I get everything on the way there, those little pieces. There we go. Again, just going to lay that floating yarn right next to my back loop. So I'll get them both at the same time, and I'll single crochet right over them. Oops. Awkward, obviously. There we go. See? You're hiding it. It's great. This is so much better than trying to clip, snip the ends and tie them. And I'll show you at the end of this video what another tapestry method looks like. And the back looks just horrible. It would be great if it's just, you're just going to hang something on the wall and no one will see the back. But if you're going to use this as a blanket, this is a much better method to use. See? Ta-da! It's hidden like magic. And now we just finish like normal, right? Just following, and we'll of course hide the carried yarn at the end of this row too, just like we did at the beginning. All right, looks good. So one more time, let's just I'll just mark off one more row like this. This is the switch. This is a tapestry row. It starts off cream, and that's where I'm going to do my color switch right before that black starts for the mouth, for the jack-o'-lantern mouth. I'm going to mark that little box. Again, you don't have to mark the boxes. I'm just doing it this way. And then I'm going to go black across until I get to the end, the last black box. And I'm going to switch back to cream, and I'm going to mark those, okay? Again, and then you just follow what I just did. Switch your yarn as you pull through the last stitch. There we go. See? It's looking pretty decent. And again, single crocheting over any carried pieces. For example, those little sections, see those? We're going to crochet over those little bits of cream there, and also as well as the carried yarn that's in the beginning and the end of this row. So when you single crochet in that area, you're going to cover those as you go. See? Ta-da! Looks pretty good. And yeah, you're just going to keep going. You're just going to keep going with this. You know what you're doing. Aren't you excited? It's very exciting. And that's it. You keep going, just like this. Here we're showing it little by little. It's like magic. Now I did screw up here. You're going to see that that should have been black there. I don't know why I switched to yarn so quickly there, but that's all right. I'm going to pretend I meant to do that. Now, at the top of this pumpkin, when I'm done with the orange, if we notice on the pattern, that is the B color. The B color also has a little stem, and I could just keep doing that orange, but I'm going to actually make that green. I don't have to do any color switching, but just when I hit a B color, instead of doing orange, I'm just going to do green instead. No fancy color switching. So that's what I did for my stem there. And there we go. Wow. Ta-da. Now, what does it look like on the back? Okay. It looks like this, which really isn't bad. And you're like, oh my gosh, it looks scary, right? No, let me show you what scary looks like. This is my first tapestry I ever did. Yes, this is my 8-bit aliens pattern. This is available on Ravelry. And yeah, look at the backside here. Wow, nightmare with knots. Yeah, there's your other option, which like I said, if it's just a wall hanging, who cares? But yeah, this is much tidier. So anyway, this pattern is on Ravelry for you for free. And I hope you enjoy it.